This week in Behind the Scenes, we're celebrating an incredible milestone. Let's take a look at RuneScape's 200th quest, Dimension of Disaster.
This week is the biggie. We've actually hit 200 quests, which is a kind of massive achievement. So we're going to kind of commemorate that, celebrate it, by releasing something very similar to Recipe for Disaster. This is kind of a big Uber quest with a number of sub-quests inside it. Over the past 15 years, quests really have changed. Newer quests are more kind of momentous. They feel like an event. Players can speculate about what's going to go into them. Older quests tend to be humorous, smaller, but came out more frequently. With this quest, we're actually very obviously kind of referencing those older quests. And so you'll see a lot of those kind of older feel and a very humorous tone coming through. So what we did was we actually opened it up to an in-house competition about what we should do for that 200th quest. And Mojo won. Because he was pitching the idea of going to a world where the player didn't exist.
One of the concepts that I suggested was working with the idea of time travel and alternate timelines, with the idea being that if the player had never existed, what would RuneScape look like? And the 200th quest is a result of that.
This quest takes place in an alternate timeline, another version of Varrock, and all the bosses that the player defeated in things like Demon Slayer and Defender of Varrock, they won. So they're stomping about the world and they now own New Varrock. So you've now got to try to take that world away from them. We're doing a lot of kind of smaller tasks for different people, but the big end goal, the big Mac Daddy is Zemouregal. He's the one you want to take down. And you might be working with some recognisable characters from other quests to bring him to justice.
My favourite part of working on this quest was definitely taking the existing Varrock city and creating the dark alternate version that Zemouregal has taken over and destroyed, added his own propaganda, his own banners, his own statues, destroying the castle, recreating a Zemouregal's version of the main palace, and seeing what Delrith has done to the area of the city where he is currently trapped in. All of that together was a lot of fun for us all.
The quest tries some new things out. Most importantly, you'll notice that you go into New Varrock without the ability to take any items in. What that means is you're starting afresh, kind of training on cows to try to build up armour so you can take on Zemouregal. So it really feels like you're a noob again. What's so cracking about the quest is it's not just a quest. You can do other errands and other things in the city. We've got a task set there. And in that task set, you can do such awesome things like getting Romeo and Juliet back together and also bringing back Gertrude's cat, which are both kind of classic quests. One of the other things we're doing is making the quest completely replayable, so you can reset the quest and go through all of that progress, maybe trying different choice options to really see the entirety of the content. And also we've made it so that virtually none of the quest is instanced, so we really want players to be working in groups, getting through all that content together, and maybe even kind of swapping items between each other. The requirements are pretty simple. If you've done the original quest, then you can do the new version of the quest. So if you've done Defender of Varrock, you can play the new version of Defender of Varrock. If you've done Recipe for Disaster, you might recognise how we're doing the rewards here. You've got this chest full of items, and you can purchase those by completing the quest, by replaying the quest, and also completing the task set. Items in there include cosmetic upgrades that make you look like Arav, and also updates to Darklight. Remember when you come to this quest that you're completely free about how you want to start it. You can go straight into some quests, or you can decide to level yourself up and get some equipment so that you can face off against some of the combat encounters. On a really personal point of view, I joined Jagex about 100 quests ago, so it feels like we're celebrating those 100 quests that I've been here. But from a kind of a bigger point of view, we've released 200 fantastic kind of 2-hour-long quests. It's a massive achievement, and it's really dedicated to those story players who have kind of kept these quests going.
Celebrate the 200th quest, the community management team will be doing Questival, which is a 2-week festival of all things questing. We'll be doing competitions, we'll be doing events, we'll be doing Q&As, we'll be doing player galleries, all kinds of things, you name it, we'll be doing it. If you want to get involved in anything, make sure you check out the news post on Tuesday the 24th of March, which will have all the details on everything that I've just said. You can win God Swords, you can win a signed piece of concept art, an exclusive signed piece of concept art, showcased by my lovely assistant behind me. So make sure you tune in and watch out for the news post on Tuesday. And also check out the events and competitions forum.
And we'll be back next week to lend a hand to our old friend the Easter Bunny, who's having a spot of bother from some troublesome imps.